What's up, Fox? You're watching Crippled and Broken. This is Nurgle from Behemoth. Stay fucking sick.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
This is Dave from the band Jungle Rot. I play rhythm guitar and vocals. We're at the best place we could possibly be. We found a new home with Victory, and ever since we signed with them, it almost seems like the band finally started to take off. I mean, it's been a beautiful thing. This is the first time we ever had a band respect us or actually believe in us. That's how I'd like to say that, you know, all the other previous labels have been sold the dream and everything else, and Victory finally stepped up and put everything for the first time for Jungle Rot in order. I mean, it's like a wheel of machine and it's rolling, and we're riding a ride for the first time, man. I think so, man. We're not a satanic band whatsoever. You nailed it. We sing about everyday stuff, and you know, the rise up and revolt, people standing together, you know, blood ties, that's old school brotherhood from when we started, man. I mean, it's just everyday life for us, man. Their Finest Hour is my best track I like on that. That brings me back to the old days, like when I did Destruction and Sodom, when I grew up listening to all them, and that's just, I just think that's a well-rounded sound and song, and I'm really happy with that one, man. Trying to get out of that, we've been labeled that war. Sometimes we take a lot of criticism back in the early albums. I mean, it's something that we kind of don't like to label, man. You know, we've always labeled it as a war, gore, war. So we're just trying, you know, hooking up with Victory. We want to do something new, like a shock and awe, and we want a little bit darker. We went back to the leads on the album, you know, the new stuff. We're doing a lot more solos, and I think it worked, man. I mean, it really did. It put us in the right direction that we want to go now.
You can find Crippled and Broken on Facebook.com/Crippled and Broken. Or you can watch them on YouTube, youtube.com/Crippled and Broken 1. Hope to see you.
I think this is the one to the end. I mean, Jeff and Jim been with me now going on for 8 years. We just switched another drummer. We had issues with our last drummer that just couldn't hang in there. And I think this kid's here for a while too. His name is Jesse. But, you know, all the previous members we've had, you know, some of them weren't in the band, some were in the band. You know, it takes a special person to do this kind of work out there. You know, we live in the van for 5 weeks at a time. I mean, you might not eat the next day. I mean, it really takes a special person to do this stuff, man. Be truthful, the first one. I think Slaughter of the Week, timing is everything with a band. I mean, back then, I think I was still dysfunctional going through memories, and we're a little behind, couple years behind on that signing. You know, and I think that was our chance. If I could have had a couple years earlier, I think, you know, we could have been up there with the runners, man. We really could have. When I started playing, it was weird, man. First band I seen that got me was Creator. I think it was back in '87. I seen him. I really did know that's what I wanted to do. I was playing other stuff, you know, dinking around with covers and stuff like that, but that was the first true thrash I seen. And ever since that point, I wanted to sing and play. I never really progressed my guitar playing because I've always worked on the writing, and so I'm always stuck in that rut, you know. But I'm happy where it got me. Chicago's it, man. There's no scene in Milwaukee. Ever since the Metal Fest days have gone, I mean, there's never been a scene there again. But Chicago, there's still tons of bands around. We still got, you know, November's Doom. We still got Macabre. You know, there's all kinds of great ones out there still that are fighting with us, man. And we're going to keep the scene strong there, man. I mean, it feels great, man. That's been the biggest downfall for Jungle Rot, is trying to land tours. I mean, it's really hard for us. I mean, now, like I said, we got everything is working. We have the agent, we have the label behind us, we got videos out. It's a beautiful thing for Jungle Rot in 2012, man. We've been fighting the fight a long time, man. Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Younger bands going. I mean, the key is to just never give up, man. You know, you just just keep fighting that fight. I mean, that's what it takes. You got to keep going through it all, and if you really want it, you just can't give up, man. I mean, it will pay off, but it's a lot of work, man. Absolutely. I still live to play. I mean, Jungle Rot is such a big part of my life. I wouldn't know what to do without it. You know, it's who I am. It made me who I am, and I'm a warrior. You know, I'm ready to keep going. Right now, we're fighting for more tours again. Like I said, man, it's really hard to land these tours. There's so many bands out there right now, and the competition's crazy. A lot of bands will play for free. You know, that hurts a hard-working band when we're trying to keep it going. I mean, that's the truth said, you know, it really is. But we have a couple options lined up. I know we're going to be in Europe in the fall, and there's a couple talks in the U.S., a couple different tours that just ain't locked in yet. But we're hoping, we want to stay working, man. You know, this is our chance right now, man. We're ready to take it.